Welcome back to the Genesis Blueprint, where we explore timeless principles for education, leadership, and nation building through the stories of Genesis. Today, I want us to consider another question. Have you ever noticed that before God filled the earth with life, He separated things? Yeah. He separated light from darkness. He separated the waters above from the waters below. He separated the seas from the dry land. Only after these acts of separation did plants and animals and humanity appear. Now, I am not suggesting this is the only interpretation of Genesis. I'm asking whether there is a principle here that we can apply to life and nation building. Notice the pattern. Before multiplication came distinction. Before abundance came boundaries. Before growth came order. What if separation isn't about division? What if it's about clarity? Think about education. One of the first things a child learns is how to distinguish one thing from another, truth from false, right from wrong, safe from dangerous. Without that ability, learning becomes impossible. Now think about leadership. A good leader separates personal interest from public responsibility. When that boundary disappears, corruption becomes easier. Think about justice. The work of a judge is to separate evidence from opinion, facts from assumptions, innocence from guilt. Without those distinctions, justice collapses. Think about business. Successful organizations separate spending from investment, planning from impulse, profit from waste. And think about families also. Parents establish boundaries not because they dislike their children, no, but because boundaries create security and help character grow. Perhaps the same principle applies to nations. A nation needs clear laws, clear institutions, clear responsibilities, clear accountability. Without them, confusion takes over. This doesn't mean every boundary is good. Some boundaries have unjustly divided people throughout history. The principle isn't that every separation is right. The principle is that healthy societies require wise distinctions and fair boundaries. Genesis presents a picture of order emerging through purposeful distinction. That idea challenges us to ask difficult questions. Have we blurred the boundaries between leadership and self-interest? Between justice and favoritism? Between education and propaganda? Between public service and personal gain? If so, perhaps our challenge isn't only economic. Perhaps it is also moral and institutional. Maybe that's one principle we can draw from Genesis. God didn't multiply first. He established order through separation. Then life flourished within that order. Let me leave you with this thought. Confusion multiplies when boundaries disappear. Civilization grows when wise boundaries are respected. Thank you for joining me. Next time, we will explore another fascinating question, which is, why did God create trees before creating man? What does preparation teach us about leadership and development? Until then, remember, a nation's greatest resource is not what lies beneath its soil, but what has been cultivated within its people.